Hi, so I recently came back from Japan and I kind of got hooked into this game called The Snack World. It's designed as this hyper-light casual adventure thing where you can have up to, two players? Anyway, you can do like dungeon adventures and all of that stuff with this thing, and you can play with up to 3 other people online, and there are dungeons to do. It's based on a media franchise that came out. There was a 3DS game of it, and it came out for the Switch. And because the Switch is region free, I get to play the Snack World. The cool thing though about the 3DS game as well as the Switch game is that it uses a lot of NFC, kind of like the way Amiibo work right now on Nintendo consoles, except these are tiny weapons. And these tiny weapons are all, well, I mean, they all correspond to actual weapons within the game. So when you scan it, you actually have a percentage chance of getting the weapon, but you get a whole bunch of craft items with them as well. Look at these! Look at these! They're so well designed. They are so well built, and they're all part of like 12 or 13 different brands of weapons. That's what the world building is so good that they have actually said, hey, you know, there are companies that actually make these weapons, and you should totally, you know, offer us patronage for everything. It's like capitalism gone wild in a fantasy world, and that's totally leading to where I'm going with this. I don't do unboxings on this channel ever, but I also want to do on this channel what I like to do, which just falls into so many categories. So my friend Kevin hooked me up with 4 boxes of the random draw weapons and monster stuff, and so you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go through all 4 boxes in a go, and we see how far that gets us. Now the great thing is about this stuff, and it wasn't planned, is it goes from Series 1 all the way to Series 4. There's 6 series in all, but you know what? Let's go through these 4 series of boxes. Now I shouldn't get any duplicates, and this does serve a particular geocaching purpose, which I shall reveal on the opening of the first box. First box. You know, I've seen a lot of Japanese YouTubers like open boxes of this stuff, and it still surprises me how much I really wanted to do this, and I don't particularly care about who's watching it. It just looked really fun. So here we go. I mean, they have instructions on how to do it, because this is meant to be a, you're not supposed to get an entire box of 10. You're like, you go to the store and you grab one, and that's it, right? You don't pull the whole goddamn thing. But there are 10 of these in here. Look at them. And each one is actually designed to, oh dear, are they stuck? So each one of these babies is designed to look like a miniature treasure box. So quite cool. And so let's open this one and see. So this is the very, very first one. It's a mystery box. You don't know what you'll get inside. What will it be? Now I've heard that this thing actually has a lot of anti-detection kind of mechanisms built in, just so, you know, people don't find out. I'll also say, by the way, I really like, can I just mention how much how cool this thing is? And I wish they brought it out in the West, and I think it's coming out to the West, but I don't know when, so I'm kind of gonna take advantage of it while I can. Like, this is the only time since Pokemon that I managed to get ahead of the curve, so I'm just jumping in. Alright, so they have instructions and everything as well, so let's see what's in here. Oh. That looks like a weapon. You can tell, because it comes in 2 types. There are these things called weapons, so they're Jara, and then, so weapons like this, and then you have cards like this. Are those? Yeah, what cards like this, which are more monstery kind of thing, but, you know, that's part of what comes in there. Alright, so I can tell that they are the cards, I can tell that they're the little chips, and not the weapons if it's not this thin. Alright, so see this little red thing here? So this little red thing is actually used to counterbalance the weight of the thing. So people can't just grab individual boxes, put them on a little scale and measure the differences to find out which ones are the chips and which ones are the weapons. They're there to counterbalance them. Now these are just little plastic figures that don't do anything really, which is good, because those are going to be swappables for a whole bunch of cases that I'm going to be visiting between now and when I plan the finale for the geocaching series that I'm doing. And so yeah, basically I get the weapons to use in the game, and I get a whole bunch of geocaching swag to pop in there, and basically spread the gospel about this really, really cool series from the makers of Yokai Watch and all of that stuff. We've got 2 of them. Alright, what weapon is this, I wonder? Oh, okay, it's branded Clanarine, so that's one. Oh, okay, so that's one. So it's a metal brooch. It's the Clanarine metal brooch. Alright, let's see what's else. Let's see what else is in here. Number 2. I'm opening 40 of these. Can you believe it? I'll say this, I am a lot less professional when it comes to opening these. There's so much that goes into the opening of this. There's so much paper. Okay, this is definitely a snack or a monster in the game world. You can tell it's really thick, and it's really thin. The dimensions are a little off. I'm sure there's an internal market for these tiny red toys. I don't know. Nice dude. Number 3. I'm starting to be worried about these swappables, because if you see how tiny they are, a couple of them are a general choking hazard. This one's fine. Oh, that's a Glor shield. So this is apparently an uncommon. So this there are different grades of stuff in here. This a lot more common. Can't believe I'm at only number 4. I was honestly not expecting it to be that difficult, but there you go. Oh yeah, I got the genies from the box. Oh man. Yeah, when this thing finally comes out in the West, I don't want to have to explain what these guys do. But yeah, they're cool. Number 5 now. Alright. That one's definitely a weapon. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a Britannia Enchant Shield. Like it's a crystal, I can't remember what it's called. It's like, oh, I think it's a mirror shield of some sort. Okay, box number 6. Nice. I have the axe. I may have shown this earlier, but yeah. Okay, cool. It's a really nice looking one. 7. Number 8. Alright, cool. I got a cat. Number 9. Number 9. These are so tedious to open. Ooh, hello. That is the, I believe that's called a fairy, it's a crystal sword. Something. That looks pretty. Okay, last one from this. That's gone. Box 2. Okay, right, so that's box 1. Woo! Fairy crystal sword. Just making scissors happen, because that speeds up. Box 2. Box 2 gets me this. 3. Like a rockin' bassist kind of guy. Box 4. Slime, of course. What would any Japanese RPG be without slime? 5. Ooh. So a OK hammer. It's listed as an uncommon, so let's go with that, like PR or Pucci Rare or something like that. 6. Okay, this is apparently a really cool Coolorus Great Rare. It's apparently a Great Rare. Okay. 7. This is technically box 17 now. Is that the Fairy Crystal Shield? Why, yes it is, I think. 8 or 18. Neat. 19 or 9. Ooh, pretty. Last one of this box, and that doesn't require it anymore. Nice, but slightly suggestive. Well, that's 2 boxes done. There's quite a lot of mess though, so let's clear up, and then let's go through the rest of them. So, part 2.